Honda Civic. So lately this car overheats as soon as I start moving. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna place the thermostat right there, this bad boy right here. So the car is still warm, so I'm gonna let it cool down. So what you want to do is you always want to be careful, you know, wait until it cools down a bit, which this is already cooled down a good amount. So under here in front of the radiator is gonna be, let's see if I can find it for you guys. Let's see. Right here. So there's an opening right here, and down there, let's see if I can get you guys a better angle. So you might be able to see this white thing. Hold on, let me turn the flash on. The car, this will be this little flap right here, and you'll see this white knob right here. That's how you drain your coolant. So all you do is turn it, let it drain. You want to make sure you don't actually let it drain onto the ground, since it is kind of poisonous, and it's for some animals it smells sweet and they'll taste it and they'll get sick and all that. So you want to make sure you catch it. After you drain all that, there's 2 bolts. Well, there's 2 that you need to take off, and the one that I recommend to take off so you can actually get into the thermostat easier. So one is this 10 right here. You go around and you'll see right here the top one is actually a ground. So there's some grounds right there. The bottom one's the one that you actually have to take out. So the bottom one and the one on the right, that's to take the thermostat housing off. Top one I just recommend taking off so you can have better access to it. Next thing is this right here, which is your temperature sensor for your thermostat, so it can let you know how cold or hot it is. So all you do is a little tab right here, you push that and you just pop it off. So just so you don't ruin the connector, take that off. And let me drain that stuff real quick and I'll be right back. Drained out, you want to take the cap off. Always make sure it's cold and not hot so you don't burn yourself. The reservoir, all you gotta do on these cars, just kind of wiggle it and it pops off. It just has this little piece right here, slides into that, and you can dump it out. Make sure you got clean coolant in there. And just a quick overview, this is a 2000 Honda Civic. It is my fiance's. I have a couple plans for it coming up. We are going to do a valve cover gasket, because you can see it's leaking a lot of oil all over the place, right there, right there. So we're going to do that pretty soon. We're also going to do a little video on how to clean all that right there. That's pretty bad. We might do new connectors. Thinking about doing new connectors. We're gonna do another video on oil change. Also, another one that I really would like to work on is fixing these, because I mean they're pretty good. There's no cracks on them, so I just want to, you know, buff them out, get them nice and clean, because at night you can barely see. But let's just stick to one thing right now. Let's do this coolant real quick. After all that, we'll get to it. You need, let's say 10, let's see if I can get it to focus on it. A 10mm socket. I recommend an extension and a ratchet. You can also do it with the I always forget what those are called, but the other tool, you know. But just 10 up here, 10 for the ground, and then 10 to actually get the housing off. So let me do that real quick and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so now I got all 3 bolts off. You want to be careful. You can tell 2 of them are short. I mean 2 of them are long and 1 is short. The short one is actually for the ground, so you want to make sure you actually put them in the right spot. So now nothing's actually holding this in. So when you pop it off, you just want to wiggle it a little, and if any fluid comes out, it's alright, it's just normal. So you see how it leaks some out. So you just want to, and this is why I wanted the ground off, because you can actually move it out of the way and all that. There's thermostat housing, thermostat right there. And one thing you want to make sure you remember is right there, that little piece up there, that's the bleeder valve. That's so air can get out. And make sure that's pointing up on the new one. Let me go get the new one real quick. So this is the thermostat. Got this from O'Reilly's for, I think it was like $10. It's supposedly an OEM kind of replacement. So it's a Murray Plus. Part number is 3187. And it's about, I think he said, the O'Reilly's guy said it was a 170 degree thermostat, so that's when it opens. And this one, kind of cool, because some thermostat replacements don't actually come with the gasket, but this one actually came with the gasket. Let me show you real quick now that I have this little gold copper thing. It's supposed to be pointed up, so when you put it in, make sure this is up, not sideways or anything, just so the air can actually come out. So let me take the other one out and show you the differences. Here we have the old one. See, it's kind of crusty in there. It's seen better days, but now we have the new one. Nice. So this gasket, you want to make sure it looks exactly like this one. So this one has a little round cutout for that bleeder. So you want to make sure this gasket is facing the right way. So now we have the little circle cutout, and it's going to go on top. So you want to make sure this gasket actually goes on. There's a little slit in there. You just want to slide that metal ring all on it. So let me put that in real quick. So now we got both of them looking the same. Let's see. Okay. Gaskets have different cuts, but as long as they're the same, they should all work. So let me put this back in and I'll show you guys real quick. So on this, once again, so you see these little bumps on there? There's little slits right there and there. That's where they're supposed to line up. So let's put that in there real quick. So there we go. It goes in, perfect. It's gonna pop out since nothing's actually holding it in. So all you want to do is get the 3 screws. Remember, this one's a ground, and this is what it would look like. So you want to make sure that connects to the ground, and the ground, sorry you guys, is this top one right here, the ground, and then the long one goes at the bottom to connect the housing back into the other part where it connects. So let me do that, and we'll put some fluid in, let the car warm up, let the thermostat open, and we'll add more fluid. Okay, now that you got all 3, this one right here, down here. So it's gonna be, this bottom one is a 10, the long one. This one's gonna be your ground, so it's gonna be the short bolt, and this is gonna be a long bolt. So after you get all that done, all you want to do is, you can see right here where my thumb is, there's a little indent, and that makes the sensor only fit in one way. So you can spin it, and see how that matches there. You want to make sure it clicks in. After that, you just add fluid and then turn on the car and let it warm up. After it warms up, the thermostat should open, the fluid should go down, and you just top it off. And then you also want to clean out your reservoir and put some in there. And you just want to add some kind of to the max, you know, not too much, but then again, you don't want to leave it empty. Okay, so you want to remember one quick thing is that little tab I showed you guys to drain it, to drain the fluid. Put it back on, otherwise yeah, that will happen. So right now I topped it off, so now I gotta turn the car on I was checking the oil. Hold on. Let me turn it on real quick. We'll let it warm up to temperature. Once the little needle gets in the middle, then we'll see it start going, fluid going down. Oh, focus. And then when it starts warming up, we'll put more in. So just let your car warm up for like 5-10 minutes, and then you should add more if it needs it. So what you want to do is once in a while squeeze this. You know, there's some air bubbles in this one. Top radiator hose. So see the fluid just went down. There's also the one that's next to the thermostat. That's the bottom one. This one right here. Just give that one a quick squeeze, little by little. Don't do it too hard because you'll lose your fluid. You know you want to do that. Little. You see air bubbles just started coming up. So do that. So let's check the temperature real quick. So we're getting warmed up. Let that run for another 5 minutes maybe or less. And we shall check on it again. So after all this is done, put your cap back on, put the reservoir cap back on, and like I said, this should take about 30 or less minutes depending on if you have all the right tools. So all you need is all you actually need is a 10 millimeter wrench. I figured out the name. 10 millimeter wrench or ratchet extension, and a 10 millimeter socket. And your thermostat obviously, and your radiator fluid, and some distilled water. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I don't know, comment whatever you want me to do next with this or another car, or what you guys want to learn, and I'll learn with you guys.